Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The Russians switched from missiles to drones. That was clear. That's been clear for maybe 8 months, since February, about February 2023. And today, or overnight, Russia launched a record number of drones on Ukraine's territory, towards Kiev mostly. So they launched 75 drones. 75 drones. That's a massive attack. And guess how many did the Ukrainians down? Out of 75, they claim they downed 74. So if you downed everyone or all of them but one, that means that one hit something. Well, I'm going to show you what destruction did that one drone do, supposedly. That's why I don't believe they downed 74 out of 75, because the destruction that drone supposedly created is unbelievable. So I have 1, 2, 3 articles here to discuss. Let's start with Agence France Presse, because they don't lie. Here it is. Russia launches record 75 drones on Ukraine. This is from November 25, today, Saturday. All right, let's put this like that. 2023. Let's see what happened. What's that? Ukraine said on Saturday it downed 74 out of 75 Russian attack drones overnight in what Kiev said was the biggest drone attack since the start of the invasion. Correct, that's correct. But it's much less than how many missiles the Russians used to launch. If you remember, in October, November, December, January, February of last year and this year. The Ukrainian army said Russia has launched a record number of Iranian-made Shahed drones, the majority of which were downed over the capital. So over Kiev, majority of them. Kiev causing power cuts in the center of the city as temperature dipped below freezing. So see how they already found the justification a lie. So they say the power cuts in the center of the city because of the temperatures, not because of that one drone that we don't even know if it landed in Kiev or somewhere else. My friends, this is garbage, and I'm gonna give you more details in how much destruction that drone caused. Man, these guys literally think they're dealing with tards, and they are actually. I mean, just go and have a little walk at work, in a park, deal with people, and you're gonna realize the truth of my words. The drone attack came as Ukraine marked Holodomor Remembers Day, commemorating the 1930s starvation of millions in Ukraine under Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin. Yeah, Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union then. So unfortunately, a lot of people were killed. Soviet Joseph Stalin, he was a Georgian, not a Russian, because these guys are trying to get all this Holodomor, which was awful. What, 8 million people or so now, they say. It's over the 6 million, so that's very dangerous. So he was a Georgian, obviously Stalin, and what they don't mention, who was in charge of the Holodomor. It was Stalin, and then who were his henchmen. Well, I'm going to give you the names in a next video, where we have Zelensky, who's Jewish, is going to talk about the Holodomor, about the Russians and all that, but not about the enemy launched a record number of attack drones at Ukraine. The main directorate of the attack is Kiev. The commander of Ukraine's Air Force is General Mykola Oleshchuk. My friends, where is Klitschko? Where is he? I haven't heard from him or about him for a few months already. Now, this was an attack of Kiev. In the past, about 8-10 months ago and before, every time the Russians attacked Kiev, he was over there, around people, looking at destructions, counting this, looking at that, jabbing here and there. Well, no more. Why not? PR competition to the idiot Zelensky. That's what it is. So you will not hear what's his name, the mayor around. Well, probably they're gonna mention here, you know, like one little thing, but nothing more. Nothing more. Here it is. Vitaly Klitschko. One line. Let me read it for you, so we're honest about it, right? Right. Falling drone debris has sparked fires. It's one drone debris and damaged buildings across the city. Kiev Mayor Vitaly Klitschko said, "That's it. No more. Nothing else." All right, we have everybody here. The Air Force said it had downed 74 out of 75 Shahed drones. Okay, well, let's go back to the next one, or let's move forward, rather. Ukrainska Pravda, 5 hours ago, today on the 25th of November 2023. Russia launches record 75 attack drones at Ukraine, all but one downed. Roman Petrenko, he's the guy who wrote this one. Now they tell us what happened here. Again, source is Mikola. Let's see if these guys are using somewhere Mr. Klitschko. It says that air defense systems were reporting to the attack in at least 6 oblasts of Ukraine: Kiev, Sumy, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporozhye, Mykolaiv, and Kirovohrad. Well, I'm going to show you where these oblasts are. Let me just pull up the map right here. There you go. So we have, it says Chernihiv, Sumy, Kiev, Dnipropetrovsk, Mykolaiv right here. So, and it's one more that I can't find actually. They mentioned, where are you, baby doll? So Sumy, yes, Kiev, yes, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporozhye, yes, Mykolaiv, and Kirovohrad. I don't think these are, I know Mykolaiv is not an, as far as I remember, is not an oblast. Is it? Mykolaiv is right here. Is it an oblast? Where is the other? Right here, but it's a Russian, it's a town right here and right here. These are towns, right? Yes, Mykolaiv and Kryvyi Rog. I don't know if this is the one they are using, because this is an American map. Yeah, it's a Russian map. Nevertheless, it seems like it was not only Kiev, but Kiev was somehow in the dark. You'll see a Kh-59 guided missile was shot down, was also downed in the Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. Dnipropetrovsk, right here in this area, Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. So let's go back to the article. I'm trying to find Klitschko. There's Klitschko, no mention on this one. So Klitschko, I'm telling you, he's off like Zaluzny. They are not supposed to make competition for the guy in charge. The new voice of Ukraine. Now, these are the damages, my friends. One drone, remember, one drone out of 77. No, 77 buildings. 75 out of 74, that's what it was, right here. 74 out of 75, what am I talking here? So one drone, and remember all these oblasts and cities that they mentioned here, right? All these things, and we have this. Parts of Kiev go dark after massive Russian drone attack. 77 buildings and 120 establishments affected. What did they say in the first video here? That the downtown, in the first video, in the first article, the majority of which were downed over the capital, causing power cuts in the center of the city as temperatures dipped below freezing. And we have here massive Russian drone attack, 77 buildings and 120 establishments affected. Now, probably it's more than 77, probably it's more than 120. The point is, they are there. Following Russia's massive drone attack on Kiev on the morning of November 25, 77 residential buildings and 120 establishments found themselves without power. An overhead power line was disabled during the extensive attack. It was disabled, click. Now it was by these guys disabled, or it was by the drones disabled. The Energy Ministry reported on Telegram, because these guys are talking using a lot of euphemisms. They were not killed, they were just, I don't know, victimed or something like that. When it's like that, when it's in the opposite direction, they say it as it is. So let's go back. An overhead power line was disabled during the extensive attack. Okay. The disruption is under investigation, and efforts to restore power are on the way. So we'll find out, right? Very attentive, she's right here. So the 330 kilovolt overhead power lines were disconnected, presumably due to shelling damage added to the department. So one drone disabled all those power lines, plural, obviously. Fragments of a Russian drone fell on a residential building in the Dniprovsky district, while the Solomiansky floor was destroyed, prompting rescue. So debris destroyed all this. Again, in the Dniprovsky district, fragments of a downed UAV impacted a multi-story building. Drone remnants were also reported on a 4-story what do we have there? The last word in the article is Klitschko. In this article, we don't have anything about Klitschko. This is from Ukrainska Pravda. And in this one from Agence France Press, we have him one time mentioned. Right? Where are you, baby doll? Right here. Good job, man. Good job. One line for Klitschko. So, my friends, the Russians, 75 drones. These guys say 74 destroyed. I have big doubts. Why? Because they lied before. And not only that, but all this debris. Have you seen how big a drone is? Have you seen how big one is? So it's about 2 to 3 meters span. And has like this, is like 50 kilograms, if the Shahed, up to 50 kilograms, the weight of the, how do you call it, Jesus Christ, explosive. So between 30 and 50. Now, those are down, they fall, they cause damage, that's for sure. But I don't think that they down 74 out of 75. But hey, let them say it. I mean, what am I losing? Nothing. But nevertheless, the destruction they claim those debris caused, it's a little bit too exaggerated for the debris just to fall over those lines. Not impossible, very unlikely, I would say. But hey, what do I know, right? So thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and and be just. See you later, guys.